G'day guys, it's Matthew Tate from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. Today I've set myself a challenge to get up every morning for 7 days in a row and try out Paul Manning's QiGong session, which I recorded on this channel, to see what kind of shifts and benefits I might get from doing such a thing. So I've come outside right now and I'm up bright and early. What's the time? Goodness me, I don't know what time it is. It's 7:12 in the morning, so not too early. And the birds are chirping, the sun's coming up behind me, and yeah, I'm going to give the QiGong session a go. Now, for those who don't know what QiGong is, it means to move your energy. And when I did the recording with Paul as part of my the meetup group I run, which is called the Geelong Mind Body Healing Group, I did that session to try it out for the first time myself, QiGong, and I had my good friend Paul Manning who ran the session, and I hosted, and so I recorded it for YouTube, and here it is on this channel. And so now I'm today trialing it out as something for me to practice, to see if it makes a difference in how I feel, in my clarity, in how I process, to reduce anxieties, to make it through lockdown, all of these things. And so if you want to know more about Paul Manning, you can have a look at the interview. I did a few shorter videos of that interview with Paul Manning, who tells his story and his pathway into QiGong, and all of the benefits of it. And there's also a long version. So that's the background behind this video. It was my interview with Paul, and doing those videos led to a QiGong session with me, which is now leading to this video, which is me trialing it out to see if it's going to be something I want to implement in my everyday practice. Now, I need to get a second camera because I can't play my QiGong session and video me doing it at the same time. So I need to figure out how YouTube will let me video whilst I'm also playing the video. So I'll see if I can play with that. But in the meantime, I'll follow up with my takeaways afterwards. Alright, this is Matt Tate, Fork in the Road, and I will talk to you guys later. I've just done my first QiGong session, my second QiGong session, based on the Paul Manning session that we did here on YouTube and here on the YouTube channel. And so I decided to set myself this challenge, which is in the videos before this one. And the challenge was to do the QiGong session that Paul and I did. Paul Manning was my teacher and my friend, who came and did a session with us, and to do that session we recorded 7 days in a row. So this is day number 1. To see, why would I do this? Because I'm looking to shift to higher levels in life. I'm looking to get some clarity in my own thinking. I'm looking to shift any anxiety that lives inside me. I'm looking to live a better life. And so I thought, okay, we'll give this a go and see if it shifts me to a better place. So I've just finished the session, and it's interesting, there's a lot of thoughts come up, bubble up out of your body. It's like your body triggers off thoughts as you're moving your arm around and you're loosening up all the joints. As you're moving your wrists around like this, and as you're looking up, like when you look up at your arm and then you look up at the arm on this side, when you're doing all those things, what happens is it seems to break up your thinking, and you loosen up your model of the world. With my training in NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, with my training in that, I realized that we get really boxed in by a limited set of thinking. And it brought up all sorts of ideas. I need to go and write down the ideas now on YouTube videos. It brought up all sorts of things from the past. By moving your eyes around, it's like you're accessing two sides of your mind. It calms my body, it sharpens my thinking, but at the same time slows down the completely hyper thinking that goes on in my mind sometimes. So if you're suffering from anxiety, QiGong is a great thing to investigate, because it will slow down your thinking so you can handle life, so you can handle what's going on. Right now, I feel very much present in the present moment, because I've been forced to by QiGong in a happy and good way. So this is my first day with QiGong by myself, without Paul physically, well, not physically, across the internet guiding me. Now he's guiding me across YouTube through the recording. And I had all sorts of things coming up, thinking, ooh, I think I need to go in and do a bit of self-healing on some old stuff. Some old memories were popping up, like, where's that coming from? Wow. So when you loosen up, this is my theory, when you loosen up the body stores memories as feelings. The feelings go back up to the brain, trigger off the memory, and the thought comes up of old things. So if you're looking to take off the onion layers, QiGong is a great self-tool. If you can learn a few basics, you don't need to be a master. I am on lesson number 2, right? So this is my second lesson. I myself am clearing out anxieties and overthinking and trying to get clear on my future. And by being present now and making up plans and all sorts of things. So it's interesting. So I think it's a great way of just shaking up your thinking a little bit. Opening really is probably a better way of putting it. You're opening up to possibility. And that's what I'm all about, is opening up to possibility and moving away from being stuck is the goal for myself, is the goal for my clients in my coaching business, is the goal for moving forward in life. We're all human beings, we all have things, certain elements we're stuck on. So day 1, really successful, enjoyable, and why am I making this video? To give you my reflections. What am I talking about? My QiGong session with Paul Manning, but this time by myself, and my 7-day challenge to see if I can get up and do it every day. And how did I do it? I just followed Paul's instructions on the video. That's all I did. And what if you did? I mean, what if you actually tried something like this, QiGong, or something else? If you want to know what QiGong is, there's other videos on that. It basically means to work your energy, which I certainly did this morning. Alright guys, well that's day 1. My name is Matthew Tate. You can feel that big breath coming out. This is Fork in the Road YouTube channel, where if you meet your fork in the road, that you've got options to find a way to transform, to shift, to alter to a better place. I hope you're all well during this lockdown period, which here in Australia seems to be easing a little bit, which is good. The government's lifted our restrictions. Yeah, just really interesting session. Really interesting session. I'll talk to you guys next time.